Hey guys, it's Wendy Carrier, and tonight we are listing items to sell on eBay. This is a great place to get started if you're doing online selling. If you're just starting out, folks, you can make a lot of money really quick selling things out of your house that don't cost you anything, picking up things at the Goodwill for pennies on the dollar. I'm a power seller on eBay. I've sold over 11,000 items, and this is exactly how I got started. Once you get some experience under your belt, you'll start to get great ideas of what to sell and how to sell it. This is my fourth video, I think, in a series of videos teaching you all how to sell on eBay. Maybe my fifth. First couple were on setting up an eBay account, setting up a PayPal account. We had a video on finding items to sell in my house and finding items to sell in the Goodwill, and we had a video on research. Now we're getting to the final part and we're listing these items for sale. I'm going to go through probably just one item, kind of walk you through all the forms and stuff and give you some ideas along the way. Make sure to catch the previous videos if you need to. They're classified as eBay 101. And you can find them on my website at wendy-carrier.com. And here we go. If you remember from items I found at the Goodwill, I picked up some Tony Robbins audio tapes. I was not thrilled that they were cassette rather than DVD or CD. They're not the newest technology. Here's a picture of them. Power Talk. I have 12 volumes here. Tony Robbins Power Talk, but the price was right, and I had my smartphone with me right at the Goodwill. And sometimes when you go to list something, this will give you some ideas. Just type in what you have and you can start to see the categories, because I don't think it would go in the typical typical audio category. And I actually happen to know that the category is everything else and then personal development. So now we're going to go, that is part of the research section. When you go to list things or do anything with eBay, folks, you want to do it all in groups. We sourced our products all at once, 10, 12, 15 items at once. Then we went ahead and did our research all at once, took our pictures all at once. It's going to save you a lot of time. Time really is money in business, and the quicker, the more you can group things and make your work go quicker, the better off you're going to be. So I think we're going to go right here under personal development. Love Tony Robbins, by the way. If you don't know who he is, he's really a great personal development guy, a motivational speaker. I saw him live last year, and the man is brilliant. He's got a lot of great ideas. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, and the title here, we're gonna put the title. This is how eBay buyers are gonna find our items. So we want to put everything that they could possibly search on here so that they can find our product. It's actually 24 tapes. Excellent used condition. It has been opened. It honestly doesn't look like they've even been listened to, but I can't say new because it's not sealed in the package. You're really just worried about people finding you here in this title. You're not trying to make anything that's super pretty or grammatically correct, anything like that. Simply want people to find you. So I don't think anyone's necessarily going to search on excellent used condition, but this does let them know, this acronym lets them know that it is in good condition. I'm using the word Anthony as well as the word Tony because he really goes by both. Makes more sense to put it right next to Robbins. eBay used to limit you to just 53 characters, and so I was always struggling to choose between one word and another, but this is better because I don't have that problem so much anymore. There's an entire article on getting your title right on my website, wendy-carrier.com. So we want to make sure we add our pictures. Pictures are important. Here, when you go to add pictures, you're going to get an inside window that's going to pop up here, and I always go with standard. I host my computer, my pictures reside right on my computer, so standard works for me. Here is our image in my Dropbox. If you guys have never used Dropbox, love that tool. It allows me to, I save stuff there on one computer and then go grab it up on another. It's free, Dropbox.com. It makes life a lot easier if you're ever bouncing between computers. So there, with this particular item, pictures are important. You always want to have one. Some gently used things you're going to want to take more than one picture of so the buyer can see it from every angle. This is pretty basic, and I just have the one picture. If you have more than one picture, make sure the picture you want the buyer to see in the listing is the first one here, and then put your additional pictures over to the side. Description down here, Anthony Robbins, set of 24 cassette tapes. One is actually missing. I found in my research that there was originally 13 total packages here, which would mean 26 tapes, and we want to let our buyers know this because we don't want a 12 of 13. Excellent condition with box. Please email us any questions or concerns. Thanks for looking. Keep your description. I keep my description page really basic, guys. I sometimes open these eBay descriptions and they have borders all around the place and pictures and flowers, and they're talking about all kinds of stuff. So we want to keep it basic. In my research, I found that somebody was selling this identical set, although he had the total set for $60. Buy it now. I am missing a tape, and I am going to go ahead and put mine down for $45. I'm thinking I can get it, which is going to be a nice little profit because it cost us actually $3.60 at the Goodwill. So this item has me pretty excited. Buy it now, $45, good till canceled. Here you can select between online auction and fixed price. This is not you're going to want to do anything slower moving as a fixed price item. An online auction doesn't make a lot of sense for slow moving merchandise, simply because if there's only 2 or 3 sales of something in a month, the chance that you're going to snag that person with an auction is slim, and also the chance that you're going to get any buying excitement bidding up of your item during with only a few moving a month is slim. So we're going to go ahead and put this on a fixed price. Good till canceled, which means it's going to continually renew itself until I decide to cancel it. We're starting the listing immediately, which we always would do with fixed price. With an auction, there's more about this on my website, but with an auction, you want to look at the time you're listing it, because your auction is always going to end at that same time, whether it's 1 day later or 3 days later or 5 days later. Most of your bidding excitement comes toward the end, so if you want your item to, for that reason, to end either in the middle of the day or the end of the day, because if it ends first thing in the morning, most of your buyers are sleeping, so you're not going to get that auction excitement, that bidding up at the end. You can pay an additional 10 cents by checking this box, and you can pick when your auction starts, therefore allowing you to pick when it ends. Here's all our payment information. If you want to give to charity, you can here, which is always a nice thing to do. Shipping. Here you get to select whether you want to do a flat shipping or calculated shipping. Usually it makes sense to do calculated. This item was just over 5 pounds. But the good news is with any kind of media, you can use media mail, which is going to make it, what this is going to do, it tells you the weight, and when your buyer comes in from whatever location they're at, in the United States, or same case down in the international shipping, eBay will automatically calculate their shipping and charge it to them. So all you have to do is get your weight and the way you're going to ship it in here. Down here you select how long you're going to handle it. If at all possible, you guys want to put 1 or 2 days. Your buyers don't want to wait, and they will pay attention to that. I'm shipping every day right now, so that's not a problem. If you can't ship every day, set your auctions up to end at and you're doing auctions, set them up to end at a time when you can ship it. Here, highly recommend offering international shipping. It's not hard, guys. The forms, eBay, PayPal will print the forms right. You fill them out right on your computer. It is not a big deal. Don't be afraid of this. 50% more traffic you can get by offering international shipping. And again, the eBay calculator, depending on where they're coming in from, is going to calculate their postage. I like to use Priority Mail International. It's more expensive than the cheapest way would be first class. First class is slow and not tracked well. So Priority is still pretty economical for your international buyers, and it's tracked, and it just gets there quicker. So you go through. I have sales tax. If it sells in the state, it will charge it to my customer. 50 cents, folks, to list a fixed price item, and that's every 30 days. If you have a store or high volume, that tends to go lower. So here's a little note about media mail. I'm sure we're good there. I'm so excited. I paid $4 for this, you guys. So here you can click on this button and you've listed your item. If you want to preview it or edit it, you can do that as well. You can always edit it after you list it, unless there's a bid on it. And if there is a bid, sometimes you can still change some items, just not everything. I think your description or your title becomes fixed, your price, but know that you can always change it. And if there are no bids, you can still change anything. So I'm pretty comfortable. It's right. We're going to go ahead and list it, and eBay is going to give us a congratulations, you got your item listed. So now we just wait for an email to say that it's sold. And also keep an eye on your email in case customers have questions. A lot of times customers just want to know that you're reliable, and if you answer a simple question for them, they're going to get more trust in you. So thank you for joining me tonight. Folks, this is a great way to start your online journey, your online income. It has changed my life, and this is right where it started, on eBay, with items that you can pick up at the Goodwill around your house. Get yourself going, get motivated. Watch my other videos. Go to Wendy-Carrier for loads of free advice, and I'm going to sign off now. Thank you so much.